Well, today's haul is from Roman. Watch to find out how it went. Hello, my name is Susan. I'm 58, 5'4" tall and a size 22. It's so long since I did a Roman haul. I wanted to do one. I've watched lots of other YouTubers and they're always doing Roman hauls and finding the most fantastic things. I went on the website. Not entirely inspired, and then I realised the reason why. When I go shopping, I always put in the category that I want and then filter it by size. My choice, because I am a size 22, was reduced significantly than if I was a size 20 and reduced if I was a size 18. Roman, come on, get size inclusive please, and not just those token few items. That being said, I did place an order from what was available and it's come and I am totally uninspired. But you know me, I try anything and everything. So let's see how this haul from Roman fits and flatters me. Another thing I didn't like when I was ordering from Roman is that it seems like from above about 20, they like to go into their dual sizing. So this is actually a size 22, 24 in this navy and white sort of ditzy print. And it is actually a jersey skirt. It's got a full skirt there. So I suppose it's sort of quite A-line, stretchy, lightweight, medium sort of jersey, so it's not going to be too warm. Thick elastic band there. It's looking a little large and a little long, so we'll have to see. But this is something that my mum would have worn back in the 90s, 2000s. I'm not sure I'm very keen on this one. I knew it. I do not like the skirt. It's too long. Can you see how it's going down over my ankle? It is too big. The size 22, 24 is definitely not serving me well. It's fitting quite nicely, smoothing over everything. That's a good positive. I'm going to try and be positive for you. But for me at 5'4", I'm afraid this is just too long. I definitely feel like my mum. God rest her soul, bless her. It's pretty, but it's not me at all. And for that price and that stretching out white look about it, I don't feel that it is particularly good value either. So I'm afraid this is not a keeper. I am a self-confessed blue fan, but my word, this is very, very bluey. You'll see as I go through. A navy pair of trousers, which are a staple. I get it, they are a staple. I'm actually wearing some navy linen trousers now. These are a good weight though. I am quite impressed with these. Faux pockets on the side there, so you get that style sort of look, but you're not going to add that bulk. Button, always a good sign when they've got the interior button too. Just make sure that that is very, very secure. There is elastication on each side just to give you that little bit of extra stretch. The rest of the waistband isn't stretchy. Now I hope those pleats would stay in. Can you see those pleats? Oh, you can't really see them, can you? There are pleats down the front, and I'm hoping if you were to iron these or wash them, they would stay in place. It's in a stretchy crepe, no doubt, polyester fabric. Are there any pockets on the back? No pockets on the back, but there is some darting. I actually do quite like these. If you need a office pair of trousers or a smart pair of trousers, I think these could be the ones for you. But holding them up here, oh, I don't know. I've said it before. Oh, that's going to be too big, and it never is. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You've redeemed yourself, Roman, with these trousers. These are pretty good. I'm very, very impressed. First of all, the length. Wow, perfect. Obviously I've got no shoes on, pair of shoes, absolutely perfect length. I'm loving these. Right, let's try to hold my top up a minute. Maybe I should have tucked it in a little bit. The waistband fits absolutely perfectly. It feels fitted but not snug or too baggy. The elastication is obviously helping, so I haven't got any gape here. It's not often a problem I have, to be perfectly honest. And whilst you're looking at my derriere, you can see how lovely it's fitting over the bottom there. The side profile, it is skimming quite nicely, and this aren't, you know, for a tapered pair of trousers, I'm very impressed how they have managed to get the fabric here but take it away here, because so often I just feel that my thighs are drowning in fabric. Now I'm feeling those pockets. They're not faux pockets at all, they're just stitched down. Now I wish they hadn't done that, because that's not giving me a true representation of how they are going to lie. Once they are unstitched, are they going to flap about and add even more bulk to me there? Obviously I don't think the navy and white is the best combination. I think something that's going to tone in and just give you this sort of continuous line down would be more flattering. But Roman, these trousers are pretty damn good. They would be perfect if you're working in an office, or maybe if you're going out somewhere smart. I don't really have those occasions in my life. I don't work. If I go out smart, I have got other trousers to wear. So I'm really impressed with them, but I won't be keeping them. I know you're enjoying this content. You want to subscribe to me, don't you? I can read your mind. And I can also tell it's most likely you are not a subscriber, because 75% of you that watch my videos aren't. It's free. It helps you out because it tells YouTube what you want to watch. It helps me out because it tells YouTube that people will like what I'm doing. So please push that subscribe button now. I warned you, it's so blue, but I thought this was a sort of an upgrade from one of those blue and white shirts that are around everywhere. It's got these little red squares, like a dotty pattern all over the shirt, and it does change the colourway, doesn't it? Like I said, these shirts are everywhere. I just fancied a different take on it, and I thought that is quite a nautical type look. And I've got those beautiful red shoes from Vivea, so maybe that would tie in. Navy trousers, this shirt, those red shoes. I'm thinking on the hop now. But yes, a really nice shirt. Size 22, 24 again, that dual sizing that so often happens. As a 22, is that 24 going to be too big for me? And as a 24, is it going to be too small for you? That's something that you need to consider with this dual sizing. Just going to put the shirt on over this outfit now. Just a word of warning, the trousers I am starting to feel very, very warm in. So maybe in this hotter weather that we've luckily been having, they're not the pair of trousers. Probably a much suited pair of trousers for the winter. But I've just put the shirt on over the top and I'm going to leave it open. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so the shirt. It is actually a very nice size. If I was to do it up, there's a bit of room, but so many shirts that I have tried on like this, I've just felt swamped and oversized. This is a good size for this 22-24. Try to sort of slouch it off the shoulders there to really add to that sort of casual look. And doesn't that look lovely with this long line white top underneath? Yes, I'm loving this outfit, but like I said, the trousers are definitely more of a winter weight. The shirt is half polyester, half cotton. So hopefully even in the summer, if you're using this as a cover up, you wouldn't get too warm. Roman, thank you for recognising that not all plus size women have got arms as long as a gorilla's. This is a really good length, and in general the fit is really, really good. I like this shirt. Like I said, I've tried quite a few on, and this is the nearest I've come to a really good fit without feeling like I'm just drowning in the fabric there. Comes down a little bit longer on the bottom, of course, and that shirt sort of tail at the front. The size 22, 24. Let's try to match up the buttons and do it up. Yes, you see, so it is a good fit. It feels so much like a man's cotton shirt. Definitely like a boyfriend shirt. It's got a little patch pocket on the front there. I think that's more for style than anything else, because what could you actually put in there without ruining that line? So done up, what do you think? Is it a bit too big and baggy? Possibly. It's certainly not supposed to be a fitted shirt, is it? But I'm just impressed with the sizing on this. It sort of comes to my shoulder line, and some shoulder pads would sort that out. I think this could be quite a versatile piece. You could have it done up for the office. You could have it undone over a casual t-shirt, pair of jeans maybe at the weekend. Yeah, and of course, just put in that little bit of extra red just for that bit of extra styling. Right, first of all, the print. Well, you can also see the sizes 22, 24. In this navy background with these sort of splodgy whites and this acid green just sort of running through it. Further away you get, the green tends to disappear, but up close you can see it. And when I saw on website, I did not realise that it had that green splodgy pattern. I thought it was just going to be like blue and white. Can you see how see-through that looks? And it's a very thin, yeah, look how that's stretching out and getting white. Bugbear of mine, because the inside is white, the pattern has just been printed, and for the price of these I would expect something better. Elasticated waist there are no pockets, there's no darting, just literally two pieces of fabric. Wide leg culottes, you can see how wide leg that is, so that when it's on it should actually look like a skirt. Hopefully when I put it on you will see what I am saying. No, I don't like them, but I've been wrong before. You know, that's why you try on everything, because on the hanger doesn't necessarily mean what it's going to look like on you. Willing to give them a try anyway. Well, I've bought them now, so of course I'm going to give them a try. First thing, I was so glad to get those trousers off. I was starting to really overheat. That doesn't mean that I'm as happy to put these culottes on. Oh, I don't know. I thought they would look much more like a skirt, but I seem to have a very visible sort of divide there between the legs. They are huge. These are definitely too big for me. I'd even go as far to say that they would be too big for a size 24. But that does mean they sort of do glide over my problem areas, and being that wide leg, they're sort of taking away from this tummy pouch that might be visible on something that's a little bit more tapered, or something that maybe was a little bit tighter. Like I said, they're very, very plain and in design. Just a very sort of thin elastic band there, though there's no signs of it twisting, which is something I really, really hate. It certainly feels secure in that band there. But there's no pockets, there's no sort of darting, there's nothing to really differentiate these. But maybe if it's a hot summer's day, you just want something lightweight, cool to fit on. I'm just noticing the crutch is hanging down a little bit low. If you're those ladies that suffer with chafing, I think this might be an issue, because that seam seems to be hitting me here rather than up higher. I don't know, I didn't like them from the start, did I? I didn't like the fact that there was that acid sort of green hiding in that pattern. I don't think they do me any favours, and I'm afraid they are not for me. Hooray! Something that's not blue or navy. This khaki green dress. Now, you know my on and off love affair with khaki green, and this actually has got much more of a sort of like grey taupey undertone. In person, it's actually coming up a little bit more khaki. My classic V-shaped neckline there that goes down to this elasticated waist, and they have these big pockets set in the front. It should be flattering. Can you see how much gathering they have put across that front portion? Not so much across the back, so hopefully that will sit nicely over the tummy. I'm quite liking this dress, but let's hope the curse of the dual sizing at a size 22, 24 doesn't mean that it's too big for me. This dress has it all going on. I knew the V was going to be flattering for me. It is a classic style down to sort of like this elasticated waist that's then going to nip me in at the waist. I also like these dolman sleeves. They just sort of fall very nicely with just like a little frill, but nothing tight and restrictive because there's no elastic there. I knew this gathering over this waistband here was going to be flattering, and really useful pockets that sort of cut across the hair. They're not set in the side seam, they're actually set forward so their hands are in the right place. And just look at the play on that skirt there where I'm wiggling my hands. The length, it is really, really good. I'm 5'4", remember, and it's sort of hitting me mid shin. Loving this dress. The colour is really, really striking. Neutral enough, but you could really dress it up. If you saw my Asda haul, you know I tried on a very similar dress in a jersey with a frill here. I had huge cutout armholes that showed all my bra. No problem here because of those dolman sleeves. The problem with this is it is in a sort of really heavyweight polyester, and I do worry about how hot I would get, because this is essentially a summer cut dress, isn't it, to wear in the summer. I know you ladies need cottons and lightweight fabrics for those dreaded flushes. So, I don't know, this dress is so nearly there. It's snug fitting across the back. I mean, I don't mean snug because I've got the excess fabric. It's that type of fabric that does sort of suck in. It stretches as you need it. So I'm not sure how it's clinging to these bits that I don't like, but it's nice. It's just gathered over the bottom. Side profile, yes, it's perfect. I love this dress. But is the fabric the right one for me? I do love it. So that was the haul from Roman. I started off very negatively about them, but my attitude and my thoughts about them have changed slightly. What they do well, they do really, really well. And I think what they do badly is pretty bad. Obviously, something that's going to be a lot more sort of on trend, like this khaki dress, rather than those, dare I say it, old-fashioned ditzy prints. So, obviously, you know your style and you can go for what you like. But for me, I'm erring towards more plainer, but much more bolder prints lately. Thank you so much for watching. Push that subscribe button, thumbs up, comments below. Most importantly, just come back and watch me again. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now.